Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at more gut feeling stories. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. I was walking to school in middle school and this lady with a car pulled over next to me and called me Linda. That's not my name, but was close enough I looked up. She apologized and explained she thought I was her grandkid. Then she offered me a ride to school, except that I was already standing on the school grounds. I had a half-block walk before I needed to turn to walk into the building. When I said no, she tried to demand I get into the car. I said no thanks and took off running. It occurred to me much later that she probably had no intention of dropping me off at school. Yo, that's scary as. See, women can do these things too. I mean, obviously you should not trust anyone doing this. Do not get into a stranger's car unless you got an Uber yourself. But that's the thing. I feel like a lot of kids would trust a woman if they did this. So yeah, just don't trust anybody. I was working on a radio system in the local water tower of a pretty remote outback town. It was a beautiful late spring day in October when I got there, but after about 2 hours, the bird noises stopped. The breeze stopped. I took my equipment out of standby and flagged it as a live test. Because I had the weirdest feeling, I didn't have time to fully test it and went outside to sit in the car. About 90 seconds later, there was a direct lightning strike on the tower I just left. It was the highest point in 200 kilometers. It was literally the loudest thing I've ever heard, ever. Thank gosh they got out of there quick. I do agree though, when animals just be like, I'm out, then you gotta go too. When the birds be flying the opposite way that you're heading, bro, there's something going on. Late at night, I was sitting in my car waiting for my boyfriend to finish his shift. A guy walks past and we make eye contact. I feel this sense of danger but figure I'm overreacting. A few minutes pass and the fear won't go away. I finally decide to move my car away from the edge of the parking lot to the front of the restaurant in the customer parking area. I start up my car and just as I'm putting it into drive, the guy rushes out from behind and tries to yank open my door, pulling on it really hard. I hit the gas and he trails me for a second, then hits my window with a rock. I keep going and he throws the rock at me, then runs away. I was shaking so badly I could barely steer. Pretty sure he was sneaking up on me just as I decided to start my engine. Holy shoot, yes, trust your gut instincts. And always lock your car when you go in it straight away, okay?
What a freaking creep, I swear.
Woke up about 3 to a weird noise and hit the touch lamp next to my bed. It made a loud popping sound and turned off. Thinking, something isn't right here. I got up and grabbed the bedroom door handle. It was so hot that I immediately pulled my hand back. As it turned out, my entire apartment was in flames. My living room caught fire from a faulty electric outlet and it spread to the dining room by the time I got up. The only ways out were through the living room to the front door or through the dining room and kitchen to the back door. I used whatever strength I had to shove my headboard away from the window, broke the window out with my glass and just screamed. My landlord was letting a guy illegally live in a storage room. He heard me and ran right down the block to the fire station. They actually got me through the window and then put out the fire. I was hours away from my family and had no money or ID. Lost my cell phone and car keys in the fire and it was only like 4 a.m. I ended up losing pretty much everything. My neighbor was nice enough to let me shower at her place and give me some clothes until my parents made the drive. Wait, so there was also a twist in there? Someone else was also living with them. But that guy pretty much saved their life because he ran to the fire department and got help. Well, did not expect that. I feel bad for them. But it's nice that they had nice neighbors. It is just so scary how your life could be at peace at one moment and then a minute later, everything is going to go down in flames. When I was about 19, I was waiting for my then boyfriend to get off work at the mall, standing outside near the employee entrance. It was close to 10 p.m. and the mall had already closed, so the parking lot was fairly empty. This car drove up to the curb, probably 15 feet from where I was standing at the wall, and the window rolled down. The driver was the only person in the car, and he asked if I knew how to get to X road. That road was the one visible from where I was standing, so I pointed at it and told him the exit onto that road was right across that way. He kept looking at me and said, "I'm having trouble hearing you." So I walked 5 feet closer and shouted at him. He said, "Could you show me? I'm terrible with directions." I immediately decided this man just wanted me to either get close enough to grab or to get into his car, and just pointed to the road and said, "Drive that way, you can't miss it," and walked right into the employee entrance to wait for my boyfriend instead. I wasn't supposed to be in there, but figured getting yelled at by security was way better than getting kidnapped by a guy in his 40s. Oh, that's sus. I do feel like that was what he was trying to do.
Come closer. I can't hear you. Just get a little bit closer.
Did they at least report him though? I mean, can you report someone for being sus? There's this guy always like, around here, and he's like always asking for directions. It wasn't me that noticed something's not right. Once a woman came up to me on the train that I had gotten on and said, "I just wanted you to know that man there is following you." And he was. He followed me in a quiet way when I changed trains, and I ended up asking a cop to walk me home. It was one of the creepiest experiences of my life. In hindsight, I shouldn't even have gone home. I'm pretty sure he stopped following me when I spoke to the police officer, but still. True, they should have went to the police station or something. But good on the woman for telling them. Thank you. I got home from work, and as soon as I stepped out of my car, something felt off. My upstairs neighbor left his dog out, which wasn't super uncommon, but she was acting strange, which just added to my weird intuition. Normally, she's super excited to greet you, but this time she just sat by his door. Don't tell me something bad happened. About 20 minutes pass and I can't shake the feeling. I decide to go to his door and see if he wants to come down for a drink. As I approach, I notice his dog made it inside, but now she's barking non-stop. I knock and knock until I'm pounding on his door. I jiggle the handle and it's locked. I run down through the house to a back stairwell that connects our residences. I open the door to his apartment and he's convulsing on the ground, struggling to breathe. EMS said if they had been called 10 minutes later, he might not have survived. So he survived. This is why I love dogs, okay? I know it's funny because I always cry when it's like something to do with a dog. But if it's like a person, I'm just like... I mean, I'm sure you guys understand if you have a dog, like they're just always there for us. No matter what, they're just always there. But no one was there for me. My dog was there for me, yeah, I'm not weird, okay? I just love her so much. I was home alone and someone rang my bell door. It was dark and I could see a person, but I was unable to see his face, only like a shadow. I didn't open the door because he never answered, so I went back to playing. However, my dog would look straight at the door like he knew something was not right. After like 2 hours, my parents arrived and told me there were 2 police cars on our street. Apparently that person was a burglar and he knocked out one of my neighbors and stole from his house. This happened 2 years ago, but I still feel unsafe because I am probably the only one that was able to see his face. Well, they didn't actually see it. It was like a shadow, they said. But I would be paranoid too. Once you see their face, they're gonna hunt you down. But that's just me overthinking and over-exaggerating. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!